Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that I'm in the middle of the screen because I swear to God, I'm always off to one side or the other. Like, it's so annoying. It's shocking, you know, that I'm not in center when I don't have anything but a mirror propped up on my ring light behind my camera to see what's going on. Anyway, I thought I would do a good old-fashioned wish list video because I haven't done one in a while. I for sure haven't done one for 2022, and I've recently been forced onto a no-buy because I am unemployed right now. Hopefully this doesn't last for long, but I'm not going to buy any makeup until I actually, once again, secure gainful employment. So this feels like an appropriate video to make for my current time in my life. I know I've touched on a few of these things, maybe here and there when I do my monthly recaps, because I always touch on things that tempt me throughout the month in my monthly recaps, but I don't think I've ever put them into a place like all together in one video. So I thought, let's do that today. So which side do I normally go to? This side, I believe. Let me scooch over and I'll put pictures of everything that I talk about on the screen beside me. Let's start with palettes because I always have palettes on my wish list. Top is the Melt Gemini 2 palette. I almost bought it when it released, but I was just like trying to save money, and I was, like, I'll just buy it later. And then I quit my job and I was like, now's not the time, especially because it's like $75 or $76 or something. But I feel like when I looked at it just from pictures online, I was like, okay, I want it because I always want melt releases. I love the original Gemini palette, blah, blah, blah. But when I see it swatched out and like people use it in their videos and stuff, I feel like it looks different in such a good way. Like, it looks deeper and grungier and beautiful, and it just, like, the aesthetic of the color story, like the rosy reds combined with like the deep grungy greens, just calling my name. Obviously love a grungy look if you can't tell by my makeup today, and I love Melt's formula, so I am so excited to one day get that along with all of Melt's other palettes. Also the Glaminatrix. I know we've talked about this before. I may have even talked about this in a previous wishlist video, I'm not entirely sure, but the Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette, I desperately hope and pray that their restock, because I believe they said that they were going to do a restock of the Nocturnal palette perhaps when their new palette, I think it's supposed to be like a neutral palette, comes out. And I would absolutely love if like those two release at the same time. I could buy both of them in one go, and that release / restock happens when I get a job so that I can actually buy it, because I know that I will get this at some point. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love the color story. It gives me It's Freaking Bats vibes, which I've always been tempted by that palette, but I think that I would prefer to get this one over that one, especially because I've heard so many hit or miss things about Shroud's formula, and I've heard mostly good things about Glaminatrix's formula. It's just expensive. Like, actually the palette itself in Canadian dollars it's expensive. It's not like outrageous, but shipping to Canada from Australia is not cheap. Plus I know I'd probably have to pay customs, but that's high up on the wish list as well. Another newly released palette, like, actually I don't even think as of right now it has even been released officially yet, but the Clionadh palette in collaboration with, let me look it up, Clionadh in collaboration with Emily Violet Marie. I'm not really familiar with her, but anyway, they released a palette. I believe this has been like years in the making. Wasn't this supposed to be released like, or this was announced like before the pandemic? Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, they basically released a like all shimmer palette with Emily Violet Marie. It's very bright. It's like pink with a pop of green and purple. And like initially I don't know, like I wasn't super, like aesthetically it doesn't super draw me in. But I love Cleona, so that's what's kind of drawing me in to buy it. And the swatches that I've seen look beautiful, and I don't know, and also the like highlighters that they're releasing as well, which would be definitely too deep for me, but just look honestly just like beautiful. Single eyeshadows absolutely look beautiful. The nail polishes that they're releasing look really beautiful. So again, it's more like my love for Cleona and the fact that I know that I love Cleona and I love pink. And I've seen so many people's swatches of it. That's, you know, kind of putting it on the wish list. If something happens and it's like super limited, or I don't know if it's limited edition or not. I'm not really very prepared for this. But anyway, if it like sells out, for example, and never comes back in stock before I can like afford to buy it, or before I go off my no buy or whatever, then I'm not gonna be like torn up about it. I'll be like, okay, you know, too bad, move on. But it does intrigue me and would be something that I would seriously consider buying if I wasn't on a no buy currently. Another one that is kind of random, but just I can't get it out of my mind, is the new Patrick Ta palette, like the volume 2 or whatever. I was talking to my friend on Instagram, Make It by Anthony, and we were talking, and he was like, I don't know what it is about Patrick Ta that honestly is so opposite to my makeup aesthetic, but always makes me want to buy it. And I was like, they just look so succulent. I totally agree with you. I don't know if it's the creams that are in there. I don't know what it is, but the shimmers in this palette look really, really beautiful. I like that there's no like mattes with the shimmer in them. I just think that it looks so nice. I don't think I would ever buy it actually because it's so expensive. It's like $80 for just like a neutral rosy tone palette with like what, 10 shades, maybe 12, I don't even know, but it's like been on my mind. And I think that if I had like a much higher budget, or you know, more extra money, I probably would have bought it, which is so kind of like out of the ordinary for me. It's not a typical like palette that I would like consider myself being drawn to. But Patrick Ta in general as a brand makes me want things that I wouldn't normally want, or like products that I wouldn't normally want, so that's on the wish list as well. If you bought the Patrick Ta palette, let me know how you like it. I'd be super curious to know. I know that I've talked about this so many times, but I'm gonna include it in here because it's still on my wish list. The Kaleidos Smoky Nostalgia collection, baby. It looks so beautiful. Not so much, okay, I'm just gonna let this truck pass. Not so much the quads, because as much as, oh my god, I have like one hair that's sticking straight up on my head. Anyway, not so much the eyeshadow quads, because I'm, as beautiful as they look, I'm not super into like quads. I know that I just would never reach for them, but I literally want all the blushes. I want all the blushes so bad. And I want the collection of lip clays that they released. All of those shades are so up my alley. Cool toned nudes, like cool toned browns. Are you kidding me? It's like everything I want in a lip color. And I've heard so much hype about the Kaleidos lip clays, and I just desire them so deeply. And I mean, Kaleidos launches in general tend to get hyped up, but I love every single product that I've ever tried from Kaleidos, so I can't imagine that I would dislike them. You never know, but Definitely still on my wish list, and I think it will be for a long time. Also, going back to eyeshadow, Terra Moon's new multi-chromes. Like, Terra Moon's just keeps releasing so many beautiful eyeshadows, and I can't afford to buy them all, and it makes me so sad. I just absolutely adore the Terra Moon's shadows that I have, and I always want more. Maybe next time they have a sale, I'll make an order from them, because they're just so glorious, and obviously they're gonna be on my wish list. I want like every single eyeshadow that Terra Moon's has ever made, frankly. And now this is, I will list some of them, but this is kind of a newer category of makeup for me that's a little bit out of like character almost. Like, I typically don't love cream products, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because it's like a newer thing. I'm kind of getting a little bit more into it, and now it's like, you know, kind of like a whole new category of makeup has kind of opened up to me, and you know, you just kind of like want it all. Cream blushes. Literally, I've went through Sephora and hearted like every single cream blush that they have to offer me. I would say top of the list would be the Patrick Ta like cream and powder duos. I have wanted those for a long time. Those have been on like my unofficial wish list for a while as well. Let me see, what else do I want? The LYS blushes, the Fenty cream blushes I've heard good things about. The Item Beauty cream blushes, which are like is that Addison Rae's brand? I don't even know who Addison Rae is. Anyway, those cream blushes look really beautiful. The Say cream blushes. What else? Oh, the Rare Beauty like liquid blushes. Not so much the cream blushes, because I haven't really heard that many like great things about them. Let me just go through my Sephora loves. Oh, the Melt cream blush lights. Oh, the Rose Ink blushes I've heard really good things about. The Makeup by Mario cream blushes. So I'm not joking you, every single cream blush on Sephora. Some of the Milk Makeup cream blushes. Let's see. Patrick Ta. Is there anything else that I haven't? Tower 28, I'm on the fence about, because I've heard that they're like really dewy, but they're kind of like one of the first cream blushes that I think about. Not a cream blush, but the Melt Digital Dust Duo blushes and the like B compacts. I've also wanted for a really long time, now that I'm going through my Sephora's love list. So yeah, I'm on the cream blush train. Let me know what your favorite cream blushes are, because I'm mentally in the market, realistically not in the market because I'm not buying makeup, but when I'm off my no buy, cream blushes, I'm coming at ya. And Gucci lipsticks. I want all the Gucci lipsticks. This is mostly, first of all, influenced by the fact that I see so many people, they're just like, oh my god, Gucci lipsticks are like the fucking best lipsticks I've ever used in my life, and the packaging's beautiful. And then I went into a Sephora recently, just to like, when I'm at the mall, I always like to go into Sephora and just watch products that I'm interested in, just because it's always helpful to know what products actually look like in real life. And I swatch them, and all of their like light beiges look like beautiful nudes for me, beautiful shades that I know I would use all the time. I've been super into just bullet lipsticks recently, and so I am so into them. Okay, let me also tell you all of these shades that I've hearted. So these are the shades that I've swatched in store. And so the matte lipsticks, I really like basically all the latest shades. The shades Carol Beige, Penny Beige, Susan Nude, and then the satin lipsticks, again, all the latest shades. Linda Beige, Margaret Candle Flame, which I always think of Teresa is Dead. From that, Lorna Doone, Carol Beige, did I already have that? No. Penny Beige, yeah, all the beiges, all the beige lipsticks look beautiful, but they're $55 a piece. How can anyone justify that? I don't know, but I sure as shit will find a way. Maybe for my birthday, I'll pick up a shade, but yeah, they're like creme de la creme of like nude, light nude lipsticks. I want them all. Alright, so that concludes this video. Not a super long list, but this is truly what I've wanted and what I think about constantly, basically, now that I can't buy things. I mean, let me just say, this has been as of last Friday, and today's Thursday, so it hasn't even been a week that I've been on a no-buy, and already I'm just like lusting after all these products, but these are just what live in my head rent-free. And if I went off my no-buy today and made a ton of money, these are like the products that I would want to buy. Let me know what products are on your wish list, or if you've tried any of these, please let me know what you think of them. Are they amazing, or can I just take them off my list altogether? Thank you so much for watching. I upload 3, sometimes 4 videos a week if you'd like to stick around and join me that many days a week. Thank you again for watching this video. I always super appreciate it, and I would love to see you in my next one. Bye.